will be going over this deck here that I made. Most of the deck is about putting conditions on. If you're new to Pokemon, I will explain what each thing in the deck does, and I'll go into things properly. But conditions are things like being paralyzed, that this one does here. Beautifly, it paralyzes your opponent if you get heads. But let's go from the very beginning of the deck and go through each card, and I'll explain the mechanic behind it, what is the reason behind the deck, like why did I make it, and then we'll go into the gameplay and I will, show some matches. And I think in the matches I actually do go against Mega Zygarde EX, which this deck is really good to go against because it's weak to grass, and with Teal Mask Ogerpon, it does 30 more damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon and your opponent's active when this is in the active. So if you pair it with then Meganium from Mega Evolutions, it's got an ability where each basic grass energy attached to your Pokemon provides double the energy. So you go against something like Mega Zygarde that needs a lot of energies, you use Teal Mask Ogerpon, and you use Meganium on the bench to provide double energy. You are hitting for a big amount of damage. But I'll probably explain more about that in a minute. So we have Cascoon here. It's not really good for anything. I mean, I think there's different Cascoons in the game. No, okay, there's only the one. There's only the one Cascoon. Which is fine. It's not really good for attacking, but for one energy you can just swap it. Not really what you want. With Leap, your opponent can't retreat and it does physical damage. It's okay for one energy, nothing special. We've gone over Meganium and we've gone over Teal Mask. But with Teal Mask, you've got a Teal Dance. Once per turn, you may attach a basic grass energy card from your hand to this Pokemon, and if you do, you draw a card. This allows you to attach up to 2 energies onto this Pokemon per turn, because this ability doesn't count for attaching per turn, because once per turn you may attach 1 energy to any of your Pokemon. So this is an additional energy. Beautifly, you've got Stun Spore. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent is now paralyzed and it does 40 damage. And then your Energy Straw, your opponent reveals the hand and this attack does 18 damage for each energy. This works really well with Dustox, and we'll go more about that in a second when I go through the deck. Bayleaf, again, is just a kind of, it's only there because you need it for Meganium. Leaf Step, 60 for 2 energies, not too bad. Chikorita, again, you have to evolve into Meganium. If you're wondering why I'm using the Ascended Heroes version of these two and the Mega version of this, because there isn't an Ascended Heroes Meganium with this ability. And I prefer the damage of these two, and also Growl. It just allows you to take 20 less damage when you're starting off. Not a lot of opponents do exactly 20 with basics, but it's just something to kind of help you stall when trying to set up. You've got Wurmple because you need this to evolve into Cascoon and Silcoon. Silcoon's got a really good ability that I'll go over in a minute once I get to it. Blood Moon Ursaluna. This is here, so if you've got both your Teal Masks knocked out and you need something to do some heavy damage really fast, Blood Moon used by this Pokemon cost 1 less energy for each prize card your opponent has taken. So it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies to do an attack. And during your next turn, it can't attack, which does suck. But EXs take 2 prize cards when they get knocked out. So you get 2 Till Masks knocked out. That's 4 prize cards, which means it costs 1 energy. So, not too bad. You got a I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned, and then you swap this with your bench Pokemon, one of your benched. I really enjoy this Pokemon because if you have it in the active and you have your Tilmask getting ready to be set up or Cordilli being set up, you just instantly poison and confused and swap it in straight away. Desktop. This is what we were talking about a minute ago with Butterfly. Beautifly. Whatever you pronounce it. Once during your turn, you may use this ability to flip a coin. If heads, put an energy attached to your opponent's active into the hand. So this one does 80 damage for each energy in their hand. This one allows you to put an extra energy, so you're guaranteeing doing 80. Then for 2 energies, or 1 if you've got Meganium on the bench, because as everyone knows, Wild Growth is amazing when you've got a pure grass deck. Your opponent is now asleep and poisoned. So again, another Pokemon to put conditions on. Cordilli. This is the main thing with this deck. Once you get this out, because I've got 2 of these in the deck. Once you get this out, you're flipping coins every turn. And some people may not like flipping coins. It can become tedious, but it is extremely good because Selective Slime stacks. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, choose burned, confused, or poisoned. Your opponent's active is now affected by that condition. So flip a coin. If heads, you pick one of the 3. And if you've got 2 of them on your bench, you, boom, flip a coin, heads, pick 1. The other one, flip a coin, if heads, you pick another one. And if this is in your active, it does 100 damage for each condition on your opponent's active. So if you can get, like, say for example, like I was saying earlier, you make it confused and poisoned, switch this out and put a Cordilli in, it's automatically doing 200 damage. And then if you can find a way of putting a third one with Selective Slime, that's doing 300 damage. And that's knocking out most Pokemon nowadays that people are running, except Megas, and quite some EXs, like Marnie's Grimmsnarl is like 300 something, and Garbite, if you use the tool, it's like over 300, close to 400. But you know, with then poisoned or burned, it does damage per turn, and being confused, you potentially have the chance of them damaging themselves, so it works out. Silcoon, once you play this to evolve, you can go into your deck and grab a Silcoon or a Cascoon and put it onto your bench, so you don't actually have to worry about evolving it from the Wurmple. So how I normally do is I put a Wurmple on my bench, evolve it into Silcoon on the next turn if I have it, and then use it to go through my deck, grab a Cascoon and put it onto my deck straight away, and then being able to get a Butterfly and Dustox if you can find a way of getting them. Shelmet, flip a coin if heads, the next turn is prevent this Pokemon. Sorry, I'll say that again. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. So it does 20 damage and it doesn't get affected by any damage if you hit heads. It's okay. Okay, now we're just going over the Pokemon again. So for the trainer cards, we have Force of Vitality. Both players can evolve their grass type Pokemon straight away. So when you've got something like Meganium, Butterfly, Leleep is a bit of an awkward one because you need to get the fossil first, which isn't classed as Pokemon, it's an item, so it's kind of awkward, but you use the forest, and once you've got the Pokemon in your hand, you can just evolve it straight away. So you have Chikorita down, and if you've got Bayleaf and Meganium in hand, you just instantly put it both down and you've saved yourself a bunch of turns of setting up. Got 2 of those in here. Got 4 bug catching. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You reveal 2 and any combination of grass type Pokemon and a basic grass energy. So you cannot go ahead and, if you put in the new growing energy, you cannot grab this or any other special, because it says grass. I'm using this one for an example. You cannot grab this because it does say basic grass energy, and that is a special grass energy. So any two in your top 7, if you've got a grass Pokemon and an energy, you can grab 2 of those in any combination. 2 Pokemon, 2 energy, 1 of each, whatever you can find. You got Dawn, search your deck for a stage 1, stage 2, and a basic. Reveal them, put them into your hand. Very quick way of getting the Pokemon you need with Force Vitality. You just get them, evolve them straight away, and you're already set up. 1 Pokepad. If you are new to Pokemon, Pokepad is a brand new card which is extremely playable. Since rotation happened on April 10th, which just happened a couple of days ago, about almost a week ago now, we lost a couple of cards to allow you to go into your deck and search for things. So some cards now are a lot more playable than before, like Team Rocket's Patrol. Before, no one really bothered about it because we had Arven. Arven's no longer playable, so Patrol is extremely playable. But Pokepad is new from the set Ascended Heroes. Search your deck for any Pokemon that does not have a rule box, so any Pokemon that is not an EX. Normally you would run 3 to 4 of these in a deck, but I made this deck before Perfect Order came out, which is very unfortunate because in Ascended Heroes it was nearly impossible to pull a Pokepad. I opened quite a few packs of Ascended Heroes. I opened 2 ETBs, one of them being a Pokemon Center and some single packs, and yet I only pulled 1 Pokepad. Then when you compare it to Perfect Order, the set directly after this, I got loads. I opened a couple of packs and I opened 6 packs and an ETB, and I was able to get nearly 10, and I also pulled the full art. So, that's amazing, but that's why this one only has 1, if you're wondering about that one. Kieran, you switch your active with one of your benched, or you do 30 more damage to your opponent's active EX. So if you're going against something, like I said earlier, Mega Zygarde, it is weak to grass. You can use this to do an extra damage to the Zygarde with, say for example, Teal Mask Ogre, and with it being grass, it will do 60, and then you are doing much more damage and hopefully go for the knock, which means taking 3 prize cards. This is very good because you, instead of taking up 2 spots of having a card to do damage to your to EXs and then having switch, you can pick whichever you want. But because it is a trainer, you can only use, because it's a supporter, you can only use 1 supporter per turn. So in a way, it's kind of worse, but it's also good because it leaves room to be able to add other stuff. Team Rocket's Patrol. This is what I was on about a minute ago with Arven. Search your deck for a trainer card, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. This is really good because I personally, in this deck, a lot of the time use it to get the Root Fossil. Because it is a trainer card, you use it to grab that, and then you are on your way to getting Lilip and Credilli out on your board, which is, like I said, is the main thing in this deck. You really do need it out. It's not important because you have Teal Mask, and Teal Mask can carry this deck and pretty much any grass deck it is in, but Credilli is the main purpose of this deck, with the conditions trying to do as much damage with as many conditions as possible. Grand Tree as the ace spec. Once during your turn, that player may go through their deck, grab the stage 1 that evolves from one of their basic and put it onto that Pokemon. If that Pokemon can evolve this way, they also may look for stage 2. and evolve it. So if you have a Chikorita on board and you haven't prized your Meganium and Bayleaf, you use this and evolve your Chikorita into a Bayleaf straight away. It is very similar to Force of Fatality, but instead of having to get the cards into your hand before using it, this one automatically just gets into your hand and just puts it onto your Pokemon straight away. You got two Body Puffin, self-explanatory. Just grab two Pokemon that are basic with 70 HP or less and put it onto your bench. It, again, is just a quick setup just to quickly get things out to start working on getting the Meganium or Exceligur or Dustox and Beautifly out. Just a very quick card to, and you can use, if you get both these in one go, you can use both of them because they're an item. Lily's Determination. Shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 6. If you have 6 prize cards remaining, you draw 8. 6 prize cards is the max you have. So if you've not knocked out one of your Pokemons yet, you use this to get more cards in hand. Talking about rotation earlier, we did have Iono, which was kind of like this, but more similar to Judge. But obviously you can't use Iono anymore, so a lot of people are using this and Judge because this allows you to benefit yourself. Judge does both. So while I'm talking about Judge, I will actually show Judge. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck and then draws 4 cards. So Iono would do the same, but for how many prize cards you had left. So if your opponent was on 1 prize card left, you would do this to them with Iono and you'll just simply give them 1 card. So a lot of people are now using Judge and Lilies because it's just to be able to hand disruption for your opponent and then trying to get fresh cards into your hand if you are not drawing what you need. Boss's Order, just self-explanatory. Swap your opponent active with one of their benched. So if you cannot kill their opponent or their Pokemon, or say for example they're gonna knock you out and they have no energy on a different Pokemon and there's no way of retreating it easily, also you don't know what's in the hand, so they could have something like an air balloon, but a lot of the time it's pretty good just to kind of knock something out easily or stop you from being knocked out on the next turn. Air balloon just allows retreat cost to cost 2 less. I normally put this on Till Mask, get the free retreat to stop it whenever, stop it from being knocked out, because a lot of the time Till Mask does take the front stage because Cordilli is mainly on the bench a lot of the time, but it is, like I said, the main thing you want out on this deck. Rare Candy, Force of Fatality and Rare Candy are pretty much the exact same thing, but this, if you've got a basic in play on your bench or on your active and you have the final evolution of it in your hand, you can just instantly put Rare Candy down and it skips to stage 1 and just instantly evolves it. So say for example, if you've got Wurmple out and you wanted your Dustox and you've got Rare Candy and Dustox in hand, place Rare Candy down and it skips the middle evolution straight away. And then we've got just 10 energies to fill out, because I would say to fill out the deck, but you need energies for the deck, so yeah. 10 energies because you'd have a few on here. If you've got Meganium out, you probably have like 4 on here. Then you'd have 1 on here, 1 on here, 1 on here, maybe 1 on there. So, you know, that's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2 spare to put on something else. So, yeah, it's, you know, you've got to try and think what's the ideal board you want out. You know, 1 Till Mask, 1 Meganium, 1 Exceligur, 1 Dustox, 1 Cordilli, and then something else on the bench as well. That's your entire board. So you got to think, if you wanted that ideal board, what do you need for energies to be able to actually do what you are looking to do? So now I will go into some matches and play with this deck and show you why I think this deck should, I don't know, I wouldn't say should be the best, but should be considered for a deck that people should start playing. It's very quick and easy to set up. Not as quick as Marnie and Frostlass. I will be doing a video on that one soon. But this deck is definitely really quick and easily set up. So I think people should start playing this a lot more. If you're wondering why it's called Work in Progress version 1.2, is because I don't know what to name this Pokemon deck. So I just called it Work in Progress because I was in the middle of working on it. And then I had a few different versions made in the game, version 1, version 2, version 3, and I was like tweaking it. So version 1.2, so you had version 1 which had one thing in it, and then 1.2 I changed slightly, but I didn't like how I set it up for version 2, so this is the first version but with something changed in it, so that's why. So if anyone's wondering about the name, but yeah, so we will go into the matches and I will show you why this deck is really good, and hopefully we get, like I said, Mega Zygarde, and I will show you why this deck is a perfect counter for Mega Zygarde decks. Hopefully for Mega Zygarde. In this video you might see a lot of mistakes. This is my very first Pokemon video, so I might make a lot of mistakes here. But we're starting to go first. Damn it, that's the first mulligan, but we both got one, so it cancels each other out. And unfortunately, that's a second mulligan. And what are they playing? Mega Lucario, that is going to be a difficult one. Mega Lucario is not weak to grass. So this is going to be a very difficult one, since this is another mulligan. They only get to take one mulligan though. Ooh, okay. Teal Mask and 2 grass energies in one hand. That's amazing. Let's see, what have they got to start off with? Okay, so we're gonna use bug catching set straight away, and we're gonna grab 2 energies. There's no point in grabbing 2 stage 2s, but we can't use them right now. Then I'm gonna use Pokepad. And what do I grab? Actually, check the board. What have I got out? I've got a Wurmple and a Silcoon. So it's probably best to get... Yeah, Shelmet is probably the better idea here. Put Shelmet down. We're going to use Silcoon in a bit, the ability. Use Till down to tap 1 energy and draw. Ooh, the lead, that's a really good draw. And then we're looking... Ooh, okay, 30 damage. Harden. Okay. Then attack that one, and then we will 40 damage because this Pokemon is weak. So, but we can because we went first. See, one of the mistakes that I am going to be making. Unfortunately, we all make mistakes. We're only human. Okay, buddy. They're probably gonna get 2 Ryulus. Oh no Ryulu. Okay. Win. That is not ideal. Yeah, it's not ideal here. But I did get them more cards. Okay, Chikorita and Lilies. I mean, we can do something with this, but no grass energies at the moment. air balloon. Okay, put Sugar Beer down, air balloon onto the Till Mask, and then that, get Butterfly, and then let's put Lily to get a new hand. And because we haven't got any points cards, we get 8. Bug catching set to grab another Till Mask. Only the one. Place that down straight away. Force of Vitality to be able to get Bailey and to Mega Reganium down straight away. This is what I was on about earlier with the Force of Vitality. You can get it down straight away. We don't want to be doing that right now. We don't want to put another Sugar down because it won't do good for us. Go for the knockout. It does apply a special condition if we get heads, which we do, but it doesn't matter because they're knocked out. We're going to take a single prize just to try and speed things along. I apologize for the bad quality because I'm starting to realise it's very hard to see what some of the stuff is saying. I apologise for that. Just go for 10 down straight away. I'm guessing he has nothing in his hand he can use. That sucks. Another air balloon. Gonna put that onto a Till Mask again because it's Sweet Retreat. Till Dance. Draw one. Oh, another grass energy. That's amazing. Attach it straight away. Do another 80 for the knot. Again, if you get heads, it's conditioned, but it doesn't really matter. And right now, we are going to win if we get one more knockout. If they don't get anything. Ooh, Dust Talks. Might not put that down if we can get a trail out, but doesn't matter. Let's see. Okay, that makes sense. Not attached active. Okay, I'll give you a knockout. That makes sense. Okay. So Till Mask, this one because it's got no energies on. To draw. Hoping to patrol another energy here. Boss. Not really useful right now. Because it'd be a waste. And just do the 80 damage for the knot. Well, she didn't have to do this if they're going to be knocked, but you know, it's the animation they have to go through. And Dawn, I might use Dawn. Okay, Dawn 30, that's fine. Red Candy can't really help right now. We're going to use Dawn. We're going to grab a Soldier, Captain name, and Wurmple. That's it, really. There's not really anything else we can grab right now, is it? That we need anyway. Put the Soldier down, and Wurmple, and then we can use Rare Candy on the next turn for the Dust Talks. Or we can just evolve it manually, you know, because we've got Force Vitality down, so we can skip all of that. Do 80 for the knock. I feel bad for this guy, you know, he's not been able to get anything set up, so it's just taking knock after knock. Probably not even going to use Kieran this turn, or not even at all this game. I'm not going to need it. Fighting gone. That's good. But I don't see... Okay, see, there's Riolu, but I don't see them making a comeback and winning here. Yeah, people don't seem to remember. Terra Pokemon can't be damaged when they're on the bench. So many people try and fail. We're going to... Edge. Damn it. Nope. So we cannot be using the ability to put energy. So we cannot use the one to put more damage. So we'll just do 80 for now. But we did put the condition on. which is very good. Which means it's going to struggle to do anything now. Oh, she had no good current hand. Okay. Skipped. Because can't do anything because it's paralyzed. And then hoping to get heads. Nope, not again. Just go for a knock. They are going to put Ming and Kari up, but all we've got to do is put Till Mask and it'll be game over pretty quickly. So he's going to knock this one out, and then we're going to put Till Mask, and yeah, like I said, it's going to be over pretty quickly. 2 Aura Jabs will knock out my Till Mask, which is kind of worrying. But we have got Blood Moon in hand, so as long as nothing chops hands, we are good at the moment. So we're going to use the Trout to find what can we get. Probably going to grab a Blood Catching. There's no point in getting a Leap out because it's just not worth it right now. Try and get some more energies. Yeah. Attached to the active, not the bench. Kill Dance. Tap, draw. Tap, turn. I mean, we could just boss and go for the easy knock, but we wanted to prove that we can do it. See? Even then, even though it's not weak to grass, it was still a very good, easy kill. With Meganium, it just makes it a lot easier. Right, let's go into the second match. Obviously, after we level up, of course. Ooh, maybe this is Mega Zygarde. If you look at the decks, like the box and the coin and the sleeve, normally people base it about what they're using. So, this is a Zygarde set, so maybe it might be going against Mega Zygarde. And then we can finally show why this deck is so good. Unfortunately, we don't get inside who's going first. That's okay. Okay, we go first. Depends on what hand we get, it could be very useful. Double Wormhole and a Shelmer. I mean, it's an okay hand. Yeah, Mega Zygarde off the first turn. Okay, this is going to be a very slow start. Try and get Chikorita out straight away, and yeah, pass. Takes him a few energies to attack, so you know we're good for a couple of turns, unless if they've got something to be able to attack multiple. But that'll still take 2 turns for that skill. They had a dead hand, so Lilies to get more. See, that's what we don't want. We do not want either one of those 2 out, because I can't remember the name, but Barbanacle, I think it's called. Yeah, he can move energies. So we use the Lilies to be able to get the Bug Catching. Yes, Till Mask is in the top 7. Attach a Till Mask to the bench. Evolve the Aceligeor. And then we'll use the Till Dance so we can try and draw. Hopefully getting something good here. Go on, we can use that on the next turn. Evolve the Wormhole. I mean, it would be, we could evolve. But the thing is, I just realised, if we can get Silphoon out instead, we could have Dusclops and Beautifly out at once. Which is the main thing you want with that combination. You don't want just one out. So you would rather evolve the Silphoon than Cascoon. Sorry, evolve into Silphoon. Area 0. Okay, that's fine. That makes it worthwhile for me. Till Dance once again. Hopefully we get something a little better here. Oh yes, antique roof, so we can put the leaf down in a minute. What's dawn? Was looking what we could grab. We always want to check what's not priced. Always check. Grab the leaf. Sorry, Cadilly, wrong name. And then probably grab another film mask. And this is why we wanted Silphium instead. Because once you use the ability, multiply the boom. But casting them. And see, it's going to be evolving. So it makes things a lot easier. Cannot evolve yet because the item is not classed as a grass type. Oh, plus, we need to put it down first turn. We do not have forest down yet. So I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, see, we do not want that out. We do not want that. It allows them to shuffle energies around. Fighting gong. That's not what we want right now. Oh yeah, that's bad. We do not want that right now because that allows them to do extra stuff. Like this! See? Discard an energy to shuffle. Not shuffle, draw more. Oh wow, this is kind of a bad start. I wanted to show off how good the deck is against Zygarde, and we're struggling to actually. Should have used Rare Candy there, to be honest, but. Oh well. Nothing more I can do on that turn. I'm going to have to pass. They can't attack yet, so that's good. Right now, the ideal thing is to get Force of Vitality, get maybe Silcoon knocked out, and then make them discard things from the bench, but not right now. They haven't got a full bench because Area 0 allows you to get 8 instead of 5 on your bench. Another lilies. Oh, wow, how lucky are they getting with these fighting gongs? Oh wow, no, oh my god. Okay, and they are attached. That. In a cycle. Taking a while to. Yeah, that was a smart thing to do. Well, okay. That was very good. Grabbing energy, I'm guessing? Might move this match actually about how much they're setting up, because I haven't been able to get anything set up. I have to wait and see. Hopefully we don't lose. But I really wanted to show off this deck. Yeah. It does that. I forgot it doesn't shuffle it, it allows you to attach per turn. Like attaching one to one of your fighting Pokemon. Which means as you saw it says you do 2. Which means there's an extra one. Oh, there's another one. So right now, we really would want to get rid of Area 0. But grass energy, that is amazing. Ball for Cadilly. Tail dance. Another one, so attach. Don't know why we attached here. Oh yeah, that's Kieran. Honestly, I thought I was gonna make a mistake here, but no, because it's weak, it does more damage. Honestly, I was also thinking of maybe trying to build up for an attack, but probably best not to try and build up right now. Just how much they're building up. So, I'm like trying to plan a few turns ahead. Yeah, this is not what we wanted. That's one thing we don't like. Yeah, I'm trying to plan what they're doing. Judge what I was talking about earlier. The new Iona. Kind of sucks. Nothing good here. Wow. I might just use Dawn as a shuffle mechanic here after evolving to Beautifly. Yeah, I like trying to plan ahead if I know what the deck is, because some decks are predictable. Like, he's constantly using Barbanical to put the energies onto the Zygarde to be able to use the card attached to it to do insane damage. Trell. Now, this is what we needed. So we're going to evolve, hopefully do more damage. Well, Trell, we are going to grab Boss. To be able to boss on the next turn. Hopefully get heads on Selective Slime to deal the extra damage. Yes, we got heads. Burn sometimes is good because there's more damage, but they can remove it. Poison you can only remove by putting it onto the bench. So, see, we're trying to put as much damage as we can. So right now, they're like 100 HP away from dying, which is very easy to do with this deck. Hopefully we can get the knot, and then if we can get the other Zygarde up in time. Oh no! If we kill this one and they put the other Mega Zygarde up, we could potentially. I mean, if we stay using Beautifly, we can easily knock out this one and then let them knock out Beautifly, but use Tilmask. Instead of putting Tilmask up, ooh, Meganium, that's perfect. Then Tilmask is going to do more damage. Okay, so hopefully right now we can make them confused. Oh, actually, no, Burn would be good. Damn it, Tails. Neither one would be good, actually. What should we do? Probably not a good idea to boss. But thing is, actually no, because if we boss, then do knockout. The other one's not gonna have any energy to be attacked, so you have to put something else on the board which prevents it. I mean, oh no, I thought that was a mistake there. I could have probably done something different. Obviously, you notice things after you play it. You can't go back once you play the card. Watch the madness. We should win here quite easily. Obviously, this is a counter to Zygarde if we can get things set up in time. It took us a bit longer than normal to get things set up, but it's fine. Another one with his ability. It's one of those abilities that you can keep using as long as you've got multiple. Yep, and they're gonna do damage for each bench. So, knocked out 2 normal Pokemon. Which, you know, I understand. They could have put me to 10 HP and knocked me on the next turn, but they know for a fact that they're dead, I think. So I don't know why they did what they did, because I feel like I can just kill them no matter what, and they know that. Or they weren't paying attention, I don't know. I'm just gonna try and see if I can get extra damage done, because overkill sometimes is a good thing. When I'm gonna make them, nah, this is even more funny. Sometimes being annoying is so funny, because certain decks, people just love to annoy your opponent, especially in ranked. I've come across this so many times where people do stuff just to try and get you to concede. So I'm not gonna try and make them concede. I just, you know, gonna be that extra little bit annoying, because I'm gonna kill them no matter what. them just to get rid of some cards from their board, because they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They need up to 2 cards. If it was me, I would get rid of the Zygarde and probably the Cornerstone. Well, that's just my opinion, but it doesn't matter because you're dead either way. There's no way of surviving. See, you're dead no matter what. I get the last 3 prize cards and it's game over. This is what I mean by it's good to go against Zygarde. The extra damage is just... it is quite good. But... I don't know. I felt like could have done better that match. Right, this probably will be the last one. And this is what I lose. If I lose, I'm going to go into one more. I can't end on a lose, but... this will be the last match of this video if this is a win. My opponent decides who goes first. So, right now, I kind of want to see what happens in a second. Such a bad hand. Having Blood Moon as the only basic in hand is not what you want. Blood Moon, oh, but this is going to be a Mega Venus with that. Okay. This could be an interesting match. But like I was saying, Blood Moon is mainly used for once you've got things knocked out to get the quick damage, no energy. Having it in the active as the first card, it's only good for stalling. And they've got a Tail Mask as well. So if this is the deck I think it is going to be, this is going to be a very difficult one to go against. It's going to be cutting it close. I've gone against decks like this before. I've not had one with Bunnery before, because unless they're playing Mega Lopunny, which I've not gone against yet. But if they're playing Tail Mask with Venusaur, yeah, there's a chance I could lose if they're playing that, because maybe Venusaur allows you to move grass energies around. So yeah, that's not what we want right now at this deck. And to get Tail Mask out, and then they'll put all their energy onto one, and then it'll be a Tail Mask with Tail Mask. I mean, yeah, it's gonna cut it close. 2 Tail Masks. Okay, I better get something good on this first turn. No energies. Okay, this is a rough start. Get Shelma onto the bench. We just at least have one benched. Okay, now we're gonna get a Tail Mask. Actually, no. If we can start getting Bayleaf all set up. Well, then Tail Mask will be the better option. But no, then if we can get Butterfly out. I don't know, we've got to kind of hope for the best here. Because right now, I'm thinking Tail Mask is probably a bad idea because they've got a Tail Mask out. So, you know, by the time I set up, they're going to knock me out, and then I want to knock them out, and they're going to knock me out, and yeah, it'll be kind of pointless to sacrifice. So if we can get you to fly out, Mega Lopunny. This is going to be very interesting, like I said before. Probably going to cut it close with this one. Meowth, okay, that's a good one to have in most decks, actually. this is going to be a very difficult one to start off with. I'm just trying to track this. There's a lot of silence because I'm trying to inspect what they're doing and what I'm doing next. Oh, they got a grand tree. That is going to be helpful, actually. If I can get something down other than what I've already got out, this is going to be very helpful. You can't use it right now, mate, so I don't know why you're trying to. Or they're just trying to see what they can do. Evolve Silcoon to really get a Casco now. Gonna Trowel. Pokepad. Then Pokepad to get Dusttops. You can't. No, I don't want Wurmple. Also, you can't get Tillmask, so Dusttops probably the best option right now. That's one on there. No, that's there. Yeah, this is a very difficult position we're in right now. Might lose. Because he's got a Till Dance, probably twice. Probably a Till Dance twice. And he's got a Venus on his hand already, I think. So, I'm gonna move the energies, attack, knock out Blood Moon. Yep, see? Let me guess, move the energies to knock out Blood Moon. Might lose here because I haven't got anything good set up right now. End next turn, so I've got an extra turn, I guess, but energy, so double evolve. Attached to the Selgior, then pass, and then put a Selgior probably in the active once Blood Moon dies. Probably the best play I can do right now, looking at what I've got. Unless if I can draw on the next turn something really good, but my hand is kind of dead right now. Beautify in the active, do the extra damage, and we're going to do the extra damage to the Alpha so we can't attack. It's really just to attack. We'll just do the 40. I mean, risking trying to get heads. Get heads then. I don't know what I'm on about. I was gonna say he's trying to flip the heads to do the damage with the energy, but we can't because he's got no energies. Man, I am not thinking straight right now, am I? I'm trying to plan ahead and I'm missing the obvious. It's got no energies on it. Power line, just amazing. Okay, what? What are they gonna do? They're probably gonna pass, I guess. Attach, turn, no Till Dance, okay. Now they're still down, okay. Solo transfer to Meowth, and then... Wait, I don't think they can do it to the Meowth, can they? Because it's not a grass type, so I think it's only for grass. Oh wait, no you can, okay. And then, let me guess, treat into the Venusaur again. They're probably gonna put the Dustox in, because I can't do anything with that right now. That's stupid, but thank you. Really doing anything to do right now. Hoping it till mask. Okay. Use this. Till mask. Go. Then energy. Where's that? Squeeze it there. No chicken yet, but yeah. Till mask. Till dance. There. That's because if I can get a Meganium out, it then only one energy, so that reactive. Okay, now we're starting to set things up and we might actually be able to get a win here. We're 2 prizes behind, so once we knock out Meowth, it's going to be even playing field. Let me get a spotter. So the Dustox again. Not again. I meant the Silcool again. I'm thinking that they should put out the Dustox, but I don't know why they keep putting that. Because obviously, I can just swap it out afterwards. But you know, if they go to retreat, then they can just knock it out, I guess. But that's what I mean. Confuse is amazing. So there's our 3rd damage himself instead of attacking me, and they're dead on the next turn, so I don't got to do anything. Put that onto the bench, and then kill dance once again. And then we shall attach 2 Till Mask. Could just pass. Could just pass here. Or we can use damage just to be obnoxious. Yeah, let's do it. Be obnoxious. Overkill. And then put in that. Because you've got ability if it's inactive, the opponent has to have an extra energy than the attack requires to attack me. So, might stall them from knocking me out. Or I can just get Cordillera. I mean, have I used Pokemon? I mean, you can trail to get Pokepad, to get Cordillera, and then Rare Candy. What else could we do here? I mean, probably not going to put Till Mask in right now on my one until they get their Venusaur in. Let's just see what they do. There's no point trying to predict my next turn because I don't know what they're going to do. I think Patrol is the way to go next turn. Pass, they can't do anything, okay? I can't retreat. Yeah, Bloom. Lilies. Lilies is a good idea because then you could try and get. There you go. I mean, because they can attack, it's kind of the best way to go. I mean, they can attack this turn if they thought about it, because Mega Venusaur, Sonar. What's it called? It's Solar Disperse or something like that. You know, the ability to move energies around. Vitality. Okay, don't know why. What's going on here? Probably gonna knock out my Lily here. But to be honest, this is kind of a good thing for me. Then I put my Light Mask in and go for the knock. Or we can put Saligure out and then do the poison damage. But I feel like I mean, either way, I put Overpod in and then because it's got the free retreat because of Air Balloon. Either way, so Mask goes in. If I can knock it out now, knock it out. If not, swap it for the Saligure. I mean, exact damage. That's perfect. Exact damage. Go for the knock. We're now winning in prize cards. Ganium, yes. We've got no trickery on board. So, Body Poppin, Grand Tree, Ganium should be the play. But sometimes Grand Tree bugs out on TTG Live. So we gotta wait and see what we can do. So I yawned then. Okay. I don't know what they're gonna do this turn that could give them the win, because they need 3 prize cards. I mean, they could knock out, if they could find a way of knocking out my Till Mask and then knocking out one of my other my one prizes, I guess that's the play for them, but I don't see it happening. They're not getting energy there. They could have done. A Kill Dance. Or as a shuffle, try and get some energies. Yeah, this is good. Chikorita down. I mean, Kill Mask. I mean, we could have done something else that, but oh well. It's then on this next turn, so they got a plan around that. I mean, the only thing they can do right now is probably put in Mega Lopunny. Because that's the only thing I can one-shot on my next turn. See, Meganium's in most grass decks. Especially the one with the ability like I'm using from Mega Evolutions. But I guess the players, if they've got Shigarita and Bailey they can use Force Vitality to be able to smoke it away. Huh, no, that's just... I said I'm going to try and prevent it, but never mind.